Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. Woo! Welcome back to We Chatting. My name is Grace.
My name is Leah. This is
In
weird.
case you didn't know.
We started off in the beginning.
I know. Okay, so
This is so
this is the
weird.
first time.
Doing your face like this.
This is the first time I think you guys probably have seen us. Um,
Besides on our Instagram.
Besides on our Instagram, yes. This is new. This is scary. What 2021 is around the corner, so we want to try something new. We were planning on doing it in my house actually, so that's why this is my living room in case you didn't know. But unfortunately something had happened, so we're not able to be with each other at the moment. But we're like, do you know what do you want to say?
What happened?
What had happened?
Was that my brother got coronavirus, so I was
Ooh.
stuck here.
Is he doing better though?
Yeah, he was like sick for 2 days, and then it was like he was fine.
Oh, okay.
And we all thought it was like we thought he just had food poisoning or something, but
Oh,
coronavirus.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, at least now you're out of quarantine now, right? So yeah. But we'll try and see if there's anything we can do before the year. But so far this is like our last stat plan. And then next year we will hopefully be able to record in the same room. But for now we'll just do it through Zoom. And then once Ellie goes back. Yeah?
Maybe in April.
Maybe. Once Aaliyah goes back to uni, this is how the format's gonna be. All our visual content will be on YouTube as well, but you can also catch our audios and stuff on Spotify and the other platforms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just now you're gonna see our face.
Yeah, because we want to be more closer to our audience. So, but yes. So, Aaliyah.
Hi.
How you been?
Do you know what? I'll start with this week. It's been I just wanted to go. I
Mazeline.
want to go outside, but I really actually like maybe the first couple of days, only because the first day that I was isolating, I was supposed to go out. Like I was changed, I was dressed, I was ready to go, and then I was told I had to stay home. But I think that was the only time where I really wanted to like leave. But since then, I've been okay being at
home. That's good.
I'm such a homebody anyway, so it's like
yeah.
I haven't been baking. I made a cake.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how like my week's been. So Grace, how's your week been?
My week has been good actually. I've been lucky enough to at least, bump into some of my friends. Obviously, I'm maintaining tier 4 rules, but I've been able to see some of my friends is either through Zoom or just bumping into them in the street and stuff. I had a games night recently. That was really fun as well.
What kind of games?
Yeah, I've had
What kind of games did you do?
Oh, we had a bunch of games. We played Pictionary. We played a game called Category, which some of you may know as Bus Stop. What else did we play? We played. You don't know it?
I don't know it.
It's basically like you have like a bunch of categories, and then you have a letter, and then you have to answer each category starting with that letter. Yeah. Actually, I don't think we even got to play that game because we had so many other games. I think that's the only game we decided to play for like another day because it's quite a long game, but it's quite fun. Accent challenge games and stuff. It was really, really cool, and that was all through Zoom as well. And then yeah, like there was Christmas. Christmas, I've never really had fun with Christmas, but Christmas was decent this year. I'm just thankful to be alive during Christmas. So and also Miss Thing, please come and collect your present. Please come and collect your present. Because I don't know, like I've got all you guys, you know who you are. I've got all your presents here. Obviously I can't go and visit you, but when things are, I can, but I'm being lazy. And also, it's your present, so you can collect your present. Okay, cool. So
I have your present. I think you have one half and I have the other half.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that's my week. I haven't really got anything else to say about my week. And also, I'm wearing red joggers because I can't be asked to change my trousers.
I feel like we should talk about how's your since we
last recorded.
Yeah, since we last recorded. What have you been up to, Grace?
Okay, so obviously the last episode we said that we wanted to take a break because we were starting new things. Obviously you started uni and I started work now. To kind of get ourselves settled, and then by December we'll be back. Obviously we would have been back just a tad bit earlier, but we already explained the situation. But we decided, you know what, it doesn't matter, we're still gonna release at least one episode before the year ends. And during that period of not recording, I've just I think the moment we finished recording, that's when I was able to start work. So I've just been working the whole time. I'm not gonna say where I work, out of confidentiality. And I'm not gonna expose my job too tough.
Hey, I watched the podcast. You want to give me?
Not even that. I just I don't want to just expose it too tough because I've got my opinions and stuff in it. But all I'll say is that I'm grateful to be working because obviously we've spoken about this in previous episodes, how some people have been let off from their jobs and stuff, and fortunately I still have a job to go to, so I'm very grateful for that. I think I'd say that's the biggest change so far in my life at the moment, just constantly working. It's been all right. I know a lot of people's first jobs have been tough, but this one not so much. Obviously you have your rough days and stuff, but I wouldn't really say it's been all that bad. I work at a restaurant. I do front of house, so basically, if you don't know what that is, I manage the tills and I serve and collect orders and stuff. So I'm a waitress / I guess I don't know what the till person is. Till person and stuff. Yeah. Cashier, yeah, and also help out with I guess cooking and stuff as well. So I just do a bit of everything, I guess, where I work. But and then also kind of slowly starting the process of UCAS all over again. But it's a lot easier because that's already been done. It's literally just up submitting stuff, and that's me.
Nice.
And you, William?
Okay, so I feel like I need to start with this. Clearly, before when we were recording before, I was a bit hesitant. I started university. I was a bit hesitant, like living somewhere else, only because because of the lack of diversity. Is a nice way to put it. And I was a bit nervous because every situation I've been in, there's been quite a nice mixture, and there's always been someone I can relate to, but stuff like that. I was correct. I'm pretty sure I'm the only black girl in my block, but
oh god,
I'm pretty sure I haven't seen another black girl in my block yet, but it is what it is. But it's not as scary as I thought. Everyone in my flat is so nice, and it's crazy because I've seen other flats. And I'm if I lived here, I'd walk out the door. I refuse.
Oh, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out. But I feel like I'm really, really lucky to be living with the people I am and staying where I am, because it's 2 minutes to my classes, and just everyone's friendly, everyone's clean. Everyone is clean. That's a big one. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun actually. I have a note of all the stories I came back and told everyone, and it's been really nice, and getting to know a new city that isn't London, because I feel like that's a bit of ignorance on our part.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Outside of London, it's like, what's that? What is that?
Yeah.
So,
London is like a big pot of just different cultures and stuff.
right? And you
So
don't realize
outside
it until you leave, where it's like, oh, everyone's not like this. So it's been really nice actually. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Question: how would you say your flatmates or your people that you're rooming with have responded to you? Because I know, like you said, you're the only girl of color, let's just say, in your mm.
I don't know why. Then maybe a couple of incidents where I'm like, um, I have no words, but you just have to have like conversations and stuff, and it's been like they don't treat me any different. It's all cool. It's all the same. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be in case you guys didn't know, you probably wouldn't know. I will be visiting Aaliyah's uni next month. Yes. I'm not sure what's the dates again. When am I going to?
8th.
The 8th, yes.
That's if
just for
still open.
Yeah, that's if things have opened up again, then yes, that's the plan.
Most secondary schools are going to be closing. Only
I saw
year 13. And I was trying to tell my brother and my sister because they're in year 12 and year 10. So then it's not them. So I was like, you're not going to school next week. They were like, yes, we are. I said, no, you're not.
I just think you might as well just close the schools, please. Just close the schools. And the thing is, I hear that because I hear why things are open. I do, especially when it comes to education. You
cancel exams.
Cancel exams, yeah. I don't think people shouldn't be able to enter their schools, only because, especially uni students, because you're paying a massive amount of money just for you to do Zoom meetings and you're in your project. You don't even like your daily walk is to your bathroom and into your bed, to the kitchen if you want to your bed. Like what's that? And you're paying how much?
That is
to just stay in one spot.
9K for online learning, please. For FaceTime, I'm paying 9K for FaceTime.
For FaceTime. Exactly. So, and I think as well, even though yes, school students aren't like primary and secondary school students aren't in the same boat as uni students, there are still things like resources and stuff that are just, I guess, being spent on things. And if everything's just at home, I feel like money is just constantly being wasted. And like if our country was serious enough about how strict the rules should be like applied, I think we would do okay still like sending people to school, but just follow the line, like the guidelines. Just just follow the line, like the rules.
Just stay at home. You don't need to go out. Just stay at home. It's really not that hard, please.
Yeah, because we were talking about it not that long ago, how because our country, we went into lockdown recently. When was the last time we were in lockdown? Not this lockdown, but the one before. November, yes, November. And then we came out of lockdown on the 2nd of December, if I'm correct. And then we had like this 1 week, and then we got put back into lockdown. But now we're in a stricter lockdown, which I think is just
November. Huh? I'm gonna be so honest. The November lockdown, it felt like nothing. Because one, people were still going to school, people were still going to work. People still going to, the only thing that they really did was like close restaurants and shops. But it didn't stop. I mean, like any lockdown's not gonna stop. But every weekend that November, I swear there was a party going on. Like, everyone was just going out and mingling. I saw so many people that November. And I said, no, I'm so sorry, but aren't we in a lockdown? It's a bit mad. I just wish people would take it a bit more seriously, but they want to have fun. So,
do you know what though? I really, because I said this to you. Obviously, I'll be real. I'll be so real. I'm not going to go and lie and hide on this podcast. During that week that we were off, I was able to celebrate my birthday during that time, right? But we tried our best as a group to stay within the rule of 6. So even when we went out to eat, we went in groups of 6 to the restaurant, and then we weren't constantly in a group the whole time. Made sure everyone was well enough to come as well. We don't want, if you're coughing here and there, please stay at home. So we tried our best to kind of stay within the rules. However, I said to you, if you can remember, I wouldn't have mind if I had sacrificed that week off. Like, if I didn't even celebrate my birthday, just so at least the Christmas period we were out, because I don't see the point of being in lockdown, having 1 week off of just stupidness. And you think people are going to remain sensible with that 1 week off when we were in lockdown that whole time, and then go back into another lockdown and then not celebrate the Christmas holidays? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I think if we had just gone into lockdown a lot earlier, because there were already talks about the cases rising, but then for some reason it's like, okay, our prime minister will be like, oh, let's go into lockdown in 3 days time. Like, COVID is just gonna wait for us in 3 days time, and then we'll start, like, just put us into lockdown immediately. I don't understand all this like waiting and stuff, and then cancel that week that we had off, because I think they were like, you know what, they've been in lockdown for a while, let's just give them a week to just explore, and then put them back in. That's how it's coming across. And then
it's a no from me.
It's a no from me. And then to be put back into lockdown during the holidays because of all the cases are rising again. Of course they're rising again, because you gave us that silly week off. Like, that week there was nothing going on, nothing was popping off. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Even this time between Christmas and New Year's, it's a jumble of days. You could really just put us in a lockdown. I don't care missing out on like New Year's and.
Oh no, I can. I'm not going to lie. My church, because apparently churches are still open on New Year's. I'm going to church. I'm going to celebrate. If I hear Pim, well, back in lockdown, I'm gonna lose it. It's been so long since I've spent New Year's at home, right? And New Year's at my church is lit. It's so lit. If I spend it at home and you've told me I can go to church on New Year's, but you want to switch up on me, I don't want to hear it. I care. Any other day, I don't care. But New Year's Day,
I always spend my New Year's at home, just with my family and stuff. So I'm fine. Like, okay then. From January, please, just one very strict lockdown, like extremely strict, like you will get fined if we see you walk out of your house, like tier 10 level.
No.
What do you mean?
I don't know. No. I get what you're saying. But I don't see the point of doing all of that now, when, like, making it super strict now, when that should have been the situation from the jump.
But we can't do that now, so we can't do that from before. There's no point in trying to change the past. So we're going to have to do something in the future.
Well, what are you talking about? Like, you can't what?
That you can't change the past.
Yeah, I know we can't change the past, but I don't see why now you want to implement strict lockdowns, like, oh, if you leave your house, you get fined. What's that? Like, people still need to go about.
I agree. It should have been done from the jump. However, there's no point in trying to say the government did us dirty. Like, that's point blank. But right now, what we need is Corona gone, and I'm not.
Yeah, we need Corona gone, but I just don't think it's fair that we should now have, like, because of your mess up, everyone now has to go through like this like brutal lockdown. Don't get me wrong, I do think we need a strict lockdown, yes, but I don't think it needs to be so strict to the extent that if I leave my house, I'm going to get fined. If I need to do stuff, If I need to commute to work, I'm going to go to work. You cannot
Oh
stop me from
yeah,
going to work.
obviously, like essential jobs,
Yeah.
hospitals and groceries.
Yeah.
Of course, you can leave for that. Like, don't get me wrong, but like,
because you had said, oh, if you leave the house, please get fined. Please, I'm not getting fined for leaving my house.
no,
There is no way.
But like, just if you just want to go out to meet your friends, please, you can really wait a couple weeks to do that. It's really about like health and safety.
I hear that. Don't worry, I hear
I was in Australia. This is what I mean. I feel like we need a female prime minister because really and truly, it's the females that are really doing it very well for their countries.
Oh, 100%. The way Germany was on it, the way Scotland was on it, please, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And what makes me laugh is the fact that our own prime minister, the way Corona beat him up left, right, up and down, yet we're just still gallivanting. I'm confused. You almost died, sir.
Right?
You had a newborn child. You almost died. So makes sense. But enough ranting about our COVID situation, because there's nothing, like you said, there's nothing unless people buck up. Oh, quick question actually.
Yeah.
Will you take the vaccine?
Yeah, we'll take the vaccine.
Why?
It's a vaccine against Corona. Of course I will take it. Yeah. Will you be taking this vaccine?
The thing is, at first, I was like, I don't really see why it's such an issue. Like, I don't know why people don't want to take the vaccine. Because when this whole thing started, everyone was like, oh, yeah, let's get this vaccine out. Let's be quick so we can go back to normal lives. But now that it's out, people are scared. But I hear that though, because most vaccines don't take this like long to be done. They take like years for it to be completely like, yeah, 100%, this is okay. But our vaccine took under a year.
But there's a reason for that. Because this is such an immediate problem that is really killing off our population.
It's yeah.
Get past a lot of like the paperwork, the red tape, blah blah blah, all this and that usually stops other vaccines, and it usually takes them a long time to do it, and that's why it's probably taken a shorter amount of time.
But it's an immediate problem. I hear that, but it's like, just like, I don't think that just gives it enough time for you to just kind of dish out the vaccine so quickly, because I don't know. I just think it's a bit iffy. And also, let's not forget, a virus mutates. So yeah, you've given a vaccine for the situation now, but we're hearing now that there's new mutations in the virus. So how's the vaccine going to deal with that new mutation?
Even when they were testing the vaccine against the new strain, they were like, it's the same efficacy. It was fine. And I think also they were pumping a lot of money into it to get this vaccine going, because if we can't wait years for a vaccine, we need it now. And that's probably why, that's also another reason why it's here now. Honestly, I will be taking the vaccine because I don't see anything wrong with it. It's measured up to the test. Scientists have approved it. I don't see what more information I need.
The thing is, me personally, I don't have too tough of an issue with the vaccine. I'll be real. Like, I see both sides, but I don't want to feel like I'm being forced to take a vaccine. That's what, if I feel like I'm being forced to take it, that's where my suspicions will continue to rise. Like, okay, why are you
take all your other vaccines?
I don't take my vaccines. Like the flu jab, I haven't taken a flu jab in like how many years?
I'm talking about your other vaccines.
So which one?
You get a ton. Okay, when you're a baby, you can't really choose. But the one you get when you're in like year 9.
Yes. Well, like this vaccine wasn't made in a situation like this. That had time to be developed and then
but
was
then
given out to kids.
But then your mindset needs to change to this situation. Like, it can't be the same for all other situations, because
yes, but
now.
Yeah, but it's just my issue is just the quickness of how quickly it's been made. And I think it's the fact, let's not forget as well, when this whole vaccine situation was being like discussed, you remember the reports? They would say, oh yeah, we're gonna try and test it out on, certain countries in Africa to see if this vaccine.
Yeah, but that's racism. That's not the vaccine.
Yeah, but like, go on.
But that's just their flat out racism.
But then, if it's a vaccine that's has been made for all people all over the world, why is it that community is your first target to test if the vaccine? Like, to me, it's just very booky. It's very, very booky. Like, I don't have a problem, like, too tough with the vaccine like that. I think it does make sense to just kind of, for your own sake, to take it. But if I feel like I'm now that I can't function without life in life without taking a vaccine, that's why I'm going to be like, okay, I feel a bit iffy, like, because I feel like as long as I stick to keeping myself safe, wearing my mask, not going out in large numbers of people, because I've been fine now. So if I just continue following the rules, I don't feel like I should be forced to take the vaccine unless like I want to. Yeah, if I'm someone where I'm moving reckless, then yeah, but I'm not. So
okay, fair. I will be taking the vaccine. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
See, it's a bit of a weird one, because you can either be for it or you can be against it.
I'm in the middle. I think and as well, like, I'm not high risk as well. I think if you're someone that's high risk, then maybe look into taking the vaccine more. I'm not, and I've been okay so far. So that's why I'm not pressed on if I take it or not. Like,
okay. Let's get into something a bit more positive. So 2020, what a year! But it's been a year of really good releases of music. So I want to know, what have been like your 2020 favorites?
Okay. Why don't you go first? I need to think.
You know what jumps out at me? The red tape and the blue tape.
Specify.
Personally, I'm more of a blue tape kind of person, because that's just my vibe.
Explain the blue tape and the red tape. I mean, like, who's are it? Yeah.
I think we've definitely spoken about the red tape and the blue tape, but the red tape and the blue tape are the two albums that came out from Higher Music, and the red tape is this is how they put it. They said the red tape is for the culture and the blue tape is for easy listening. And so the red tape was more like, it was definitely more rap based and very in your face, kind of like with some drill influence. Whereas the blue tape was definitely more R&B, soulful, kind of wavy. So that's definitely more my vibe.
I'm just gonna quickly explain who, because I hear we've talked about Higher before, but in case I don't know what High Music is. New listeners, yes. High Music is a record label owned by an artist called Jay Park, he's a Korean rapper. He dabbles in a lot. Singer, entrepreneur, like, he just, he's doing it. Yeah, a Korean American, and yeah, he's quite well known in the K industry, but also he's quite well known in the US as well. I'd say, because he's signed to Rock Nation and stuff. So yeah, like, he owns High Music. He also owns AMG, another I think that was his first label as well. But yeah, High Music, and then the red tape and the blue tape is basically a collaboration of all the artists in High Music. Yes, so continue. Sorry, I just took you.
Yeah. So the blue tape was definitely more my style, and if you see my playlist, you definitely understand why. Like R&B is definitely a thing. And it just made me realize, because they have two fairly new artists that have joined the label. So they have Big Naughty who joined last year, and then Trade L, who joined just before the red tape dropped. I'm correct. And honestly, I'm stunned, especially because they're both younger than me.
They're both younger than us.
Trade
It's
L
mad.
16. He's my
16. Oh my god.
And then he's like 17, so he's like 1 year younger. But that's mad. That's actually mad.
Yeah.
Talent is incredible. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I don't know if I feel him that much. But then I just realized I like him when he sings better than when he raps, because I think his singing voice is really weird and unique. And I'm like, I like this, because I have like two of his, because he did a solo song on the Blue Tape, live. Check that out, definitely. And then he did a song with Girl Boy. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a song called Sign, and it's been on repeat. I definitely prefer his singing voice. It's just
I agree. I know what you mean. I think
and then Trade L, just wow, like he really impressed me. Down.
Yeah, I think I agree with your point about Big Naughty. I do think is it Big Naughty? Or is that his name? Yep. I think I prefer his singing voice too. But I feel like when it comes to his rapping skills and style, whatever, I think it depends on like the style of the song. I feel like his style complements certain songs, you know, and I think as well it just depends on what your taste and stuff. But I do 100% agree with you on his singing. I think I appreciate his sound. It's like there's a uniqueness to it. It's like I'm not saying he sounds like, but he's like Billie Eilish, where it's not a sound you come across. It's very different, but it's unique, you know. And Trade L, from the jump, my guy has just been doing it. It's like your age mates. He's not my age mate, but your age mates are doing better than you.
Please.
He's not even in my age group, but your age mates are doing better than you. What are you doing? Chai! Oh my god. But he's very, very talented. And of course I have to give props to my babes. How amazing. I feel like every single thing he featured on that album. And I think that even they because I was watching some interviews with like the higher members, and they were even saying like he like shined a lot on the mixtapes and stuff, which I'm not even surprised, because he's just that talented. Like he's so talented. My favorite songs, I'd say, I love that drill. What's it called again?
No idea. Do you want me? I'll go check for you.
Can you quickly check, please?
Yeah.
J Park makes. He's just. I don't know if he's taking a mic or not, or he was being serious. Regardless,
is because I think he actually likes drill.
Oh what, fam? We were okay. So me and Leah, in case you didn't know, as well as Zainab and Steph. Shout out to you guys. Went to the Six Forever tour.
Forever.
Yes, Aaliyah, thank you. In London last year. So annoying that we can't go to any concerts this year. It just makes like I'm burning inside. But yes, we went, and I remember him saying that, oh, I like London a lot. Like people like Skepta and stuff. All right, get into it.
Song is Check My Bio.
Yeah, that's a song. I really, really like the song. It's just the accent for me, I think. It's like, why does everyone in the world think that all Londoners? No, because do you know what the problem is? And I've seen bare people from like just different countries say, oh, I've watched Top Boy So like I've kind of gotten an idea of London. Top Boy is just one area of London, okay? Like don't get me wrong, it's accurate. Do not get me wrong, it is accurate, but like not all Londoners. It's either we were from like the estate, or it's either we sip tea all day and crumpets. Yeah. Yeah, it's literally the only thing about London that's different from the rest of the world is just our accent. That's literally it. Like we go about every day life the same, and then our words are different and stuff. But honestly, that song is a vibe. It really is a vibe. And there's another song from the Red Tape. There's two songs. I just forgotten the names. Because I'm using my phone at the moment, I would have
Which one? Because I have them here.
Go through the list and then I'll tell you.
Okay, Higher.
Oh, this is How We Rock. Yeah, never was that.
How We Rock. D Freestyle. Forever. Telephone Remix.
Telephone Remix, amazing. Have you seen the video for it?
Yes, we watched it together.
We watched it together. Sickening. Get into it. It's okay, we miss you. We miss you, by the way. I hope you're doing well in the military. Everything's going well, but yes, continue.
Case Closed, World Domination, The Purge, No Rush.
The Purge. I know The Purge. Okay, I know The Purge isn't popular
for
a lot of people, but I like it. I like the whole vibe. It's very much. I love it.
It's PH1's verse for me. Sorry.
Let's talk about PH1. I think quickly, before we go on to the blue tape, just really quickly. I think I preferred PH1 more on the blue tape. However, I think he was amazing on both tapes. Like he's. Huh?
I have a quick question. How old do you think he is? Because I checked up his age today.
He's like 30. He's like 30. I'm guessing he's like 32, 3.
He's like 31. However, why is it in my head I was thinking he's still in his 20s, like mid-20s, mid to late 20s.
Pause. Give me a second. Yes. Sorry, I was hearing. Sorry, by the way, I'm in my living room, so my mom's here at the moment. Yeah. I already knew he was in his 30s only because if he's friends with Eric Nam, I don't see how the ages are like. Yeah. They're like really good friends. So I'm just guessing they have to be the Ramsey age. I didn't think he was younger.
See,
most people in Higher aren't young like that though. Besides Big Naughty and Big. I feel like Big Naughty is there's someone else called Big Naughty in this world, but I'm thinking of I'm thinking of someone else.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah, I think those were the songs that stood out for me. Yeah. Even if you go through the list, I think those main songs, those are the ones that stood out for me for the red tape.
Because for me, from the red tape was Higher because just wow. However, I have gone on multiple rants on how Jay Park didn't say Ted Park's name, even though he's in the label and he's on both the albums. Please, you really could have just said Jay Park, Ted Park. Like it's okay to repeat, but that's just me being petty. But we move. How We Rock, D Freestyle, Telephone Remix, and The Purge. Those were the ones that I really liked. I just thought they were up my street.
And then obviously there was the blue tape as well, which was a different vibe. This is more like he said for the culture.
He said red tape was for the culture and blue tape was for easy listening.
Easy listening, okay, yes.
Which definitely is.
It definitely is. Oh, 100%. I gotta go.
That's actually not one of my favorite songs. Like it's all right. Like I will listen to it. It's definitely on my it definitely has a heart next to it. However, I'd rather pick the other songs over the. Why are you mad? Why are you pressed? It's my opinion.
Oh, you see my red joggers. Sorry. No. Why? Wait, huh? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Why would you?
The song.
The thing is, Aaliyah, I feel like okay, I've said this to you before, but I'm gonna say it to the listeners.
Yeah.
Your taste in music is so weird to me because like 1 minute we agree on a lot, and then next minute it's like I don't know what you're listening to. Like,
to Eva, it's fine.
I think that's such a vibe, especially PH1's verse. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. No.
Don't get me wrong, it's still end up on my playlist. I can still listen to it. It's just I pick the other songs on the playlist before I listen to it. Like it won't be the one I click. You know? Yeah. The one I click will be End of the Night. Because Big Naughty has my favorite verse, even though it finally has like a Ted Park song that's not one of his remixes, but it has one of his songs. Definitely.
Sorry guys, I just had to change my setting real quick, but yes, we're gonna just continue from where we left off at. We're talking about the blue tape now. Yeah, and we'll just complain about Gotta Go just being that that song for me, but not her song Too Tough. But do you know what? Our taste in music varies sometimes, so this is easy to say all the time, and we can agree.
Yeah,
disagree.
I feel like that's on my part. It's a mess. My playlist is a mess.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the song's a mess. Oh, wow. Okay, like
my playlist is a mess. I think I have I'm pretty sure I have 15 playlists. I'm not sure. I've got 4 in my like big vibes. I have 5 in my love and relationships. I have 3 in my now I have to move. However, it's not finished yet. And then I have 4 in my sauce. And then I have my uncensored playlist, which is all of my songs. I have my new music, which is all the music that I need to listen to and I really need to listen to. And then I have Sorted Out, which is my playlist for the things that I've liked from my new music. I've moved on to another playlist so that I can sort it out into my other playlist. And then obviously I have the We Chattin playlist. I have a lot of playlists. It's a neat problem.
Same.
I need to go.
The thing is, what I've done kind of to solve that, because like I know myself, like I do have a favorite genre, which is slow jam. I've said that to you before. I love slow jam music, but obviously I dabble in different genres of music, so I've just decided to just do playlists based on those genres, which can be annoying sometimes because like when you want to switch it up, but it's like if I switch it up, it just changes the whole mood. But I think it's easier for me because my taste in music is so different. I don't want to be listening to Afrobeats. Next minute, I'm just in K-pop. Next minute, I'm in slow jam. Next minute, I'm in gospel music. What's that? Yeah, I need like a set playlist. So that's how I've kind of sorted out my Spotify. But I think my favorite playlist is our We Chattin playlist, which you can check on Spotify anytime. Just type in We Chattin and it should just come up as well. And
the link is in our description anyway, so
the description as well. I think that link also like links you to our other platforms as well, right now. Yeah, so that's
on our on like our actual episode pages. It's all the separate links, but if you go to like Instagram or Twitter, then it's all you can just click and it has all of them there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, and
I like it a lot.
You like it a lot. Okay, cool. And okay, so like let's move on from higher. Any other music that stood out for you, and then I'll say
this year.
Yeah.
This is where we Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, you can put your face about that. However, me, myself, and I have been jamming. For me, it's the come off for me.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening. Because if I see my face, it says a lot. So go on.
Right. And it's okay. You can show your face. But okay, actually, the first one I really really liked. I'm gonna go off her new album because it's the newest one. Freaky Girls with SZA was the one I really liked the most because SZA.
Yep. Yeah, SZA's just
music. And then Body Circles.
That's grown on me.
Body.
But only because of TikTok. but it's grown on me.
Yada 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 yada. Yeah, Body, Circles, Girls in the Hood, and Crybaby. Those were my favorite from her album. But I've been really jamming to her recently, and I think I might just have to stand, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see. It's just because I like the way she is and what she's been doing in the game. So, like, think about it. She did a collaboration with Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, SZA. Who's next? Rihanna, please. Beyonce. Okay, carry on.
Okay. I won't say anything. I'll just I'll let your opinion lie. The thing is, don't get me wrong. I think it's I love seeing Black women just killing it in the game. I think at the moment Black women are doing they're just doing what men aren't doing in the channel moment when it comes to music. So like I'm never gonna knock her down. It's just that for me, I think I'm kind of tired of hearing, I guess, the same flow of a lot of things. Because like now, I'm not even too fussed about the lyrics, because what can you really do about lyrics? Like, people will complain about the music is too sexual. Don't get me wrong, it can be, but then men do it as well, and you don't get the same energy back. Do you get? So like, I'm not even too fussed about like the lyrics and stuff. It's just the flow. I'm kind of tired of her flow now.
Okay.
I like her vibe though. I love her. Like seems like a really like cool person. She's an anime fan, which I am really a big fan of. She has anime. Yeah, she does. But yeah, I'm not gonna really say anything else about that. But honestly, is she's doing amazing for herself. Like you said, the collaborations that she's had these 2 years have just been immaculate. So good on her. But yeah.
I'm really thinking about it. Nicki Minaj was last year, wasn't it?
Last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, wasn't it last year?
What?
Hot
Queen
Girl.
album.
No,
Oh,
no.
Hot Girl Summer. Was that last year?
I think it was last year.
I don't remember. No, I don't think it was. Was it?
Go to album, let's see.
I remember what I did last year. I don't remember if that song was playing.
2019.
Oh, so it was last year.
Yeah. So deep, like just thinking about it. This year she collabed with Beyonce, Cardi B, and SZA. I just want just this year alone. Okay, carry on. Who's been like?
Yeah. I'm gonna move on. Sorry. I think again, okay, if we're talking about K music, I think the female soloists have killed it this year. They were already killing it last year, but this year they really shined. I think the solo artists killed it this year. Compared to the groups did not do it for me. The groups did not do it for me. There are a few groups that I can say really like gave us consistently good music, but the soloists, especially the female soloists, did amazing this year.
I think, do you know what? I think my favorite K-pop songs this year have been from soloists anyways.
100%. 100%. Stay Tonight, Chanka, Maria by Hwasa, One Hose, Open Up. What's this song called again? You and I. Oh, I love that. Open. It's open. Open up there. It's open arms. I don't know. Girl, I don't know.
I'm looking up. Open mind.
Open mind. Yeah, I was just. The last word was beating me up. Yeah, mind.
Yeah, the only thing I saw was TikTok. Sorry, I haven't listened to the song yet. It's on my list.
That's your own.
Yeah, it's your own. I'm not gonna lie. My favorite song recently
is it Kai's?
You made me go so. That's what I'm on. Why are you looking at me like that? It's actually one of my favorite songs.
I think it's a good song. I'm just not here. I don't know. I feel like, the ones where I just think, do you know what? The song's good. I'm not even gonna lie. The song is good. It's not my favorite, but it's a good song. I'm just tired of getting crop tops you know, I'm getting tired of this crop top look. Because even like with the one video, I was like, woof. But I was like, you know what? The body is just it's nice. But you know, Kai is meant for his crop top. So I think I was just like, again. But then, do you know what? I think what I love about the video is that one of my favorite choreographers. His name is Mech. I'm gonna beat up his name.
Is this
It's
for
so
one
sad.
whole
Mech.
time?
Okay. Meg, no, something. Okay, I can't say his name. It's so hard to say, but he is an amazing dancer. As in, like the way his body moves is mad. And Kai killed his choreography. I said, wow, wow. Like, but yeah, I think that's what I love, the dance
I'm gonna
aspect
be
of it.
so honest with you. I have not watched the video.
You don't watch
I
videos,
don't watch
so
it.
I'm not even
I
surprised.
recently,
You need to.
yeah, I can't speak today. I recently did a K-pop quiz with the K-pop Society, and they were trying to. One of the rounds was really like guess the music video. I was so terrible. I was so terrible. The only one I got right was Psycho by Red Velvet because iconic. But other than that, I really did terribly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? When it comes to the groups, I don't think the groups did amazing this year. Like even with Mama Moo's comeback, I said this to you already. I'm not a fan of it. Like I think it's a good song. I don't think they produce bad music, but it's not up there for me. Only because I think choruses like that are kind of like, I get it because it's meant to be unique. It follows the flow of like the whistle. I hear that, but it's just a bit too like mild for me. I don't know. Like I'm more into Mama Moo's more quirky concepts like Hip. Like I think Hip's one of their best comebacks today. But this one was just like, oh, let's switch up the culture. Woo. And we got Aya, and it's like, okay, I think Dinga was a better song to me. That's why Dinga's doing a bit on the charts, because like I think it's the better song. I think the concept of it as well was a lot better, because obviously it's like, let's have fun but at home, and we'll find another time to meet up again. And it's like, oh, drink like a fish. Like, well, when we go, we're gonna drink our life away like a fish that drinks water. It's more of a fun, upbeat concept, and Aya just isn't that for me. So yeah, the group comebacks were it, in my opinion. I like NCT's Kick It. I think that was one of the best.
Like right at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, and I love Stray Kids. God's Menu. That is my song. No, Ship John.
I really need to go through because I'm just not checking on people these days.
Yeah, I think the second half of the year, the group comebacks were just not it for me. I think the first half was better
Fair.
in terms of music and stuff.
Subunit. It's a subunit. It is.
Yeah, subunits were great.
Monster.
I'm in a monster.
I was so shocked. So I started watching Tiny Pretty Thing, which is a show about dancers.
Yeah,
and then as soon as I press play and I hear Monster playing, I paused and I started recording and I sent it to you guys and I was like, what's going on? And then
movies tend to do that, yeah.
The demo that started playing, and you saw my genuine reaction because I did not hear the girl sing, and I was like, who is this?
I'm not gonna lie, in my unpopular opinion, I think the demos of SM songs are better than the actual artists. Not saying that the K artists don't kill it, they kill it, but have you heard EXO's Monster, the demo? I'm sick of it. You coming, Monster? I said, wow!
What about Call Me Baby?
Huh?
What about Call Me Baby?
Yeah, and the lyrics. SM knew they had to switch up the lyrics. Because they can't release it to the general public. No way. No way. Even because I'm not a fan of FX Full Wars, but the demo of it is sick. It's so good. Nah, these so get me in the friend zone, friends. I said yes. This is way better.
I'm not a big fan of FX's music, and I tried. I really tried.
I tried. I really
It's
tried.
not my thing.
Yeah. I think probably my favorite music to come out from FX was probably like Amber's "Shake That Breath." I love that song. I think it's just fun. Like "Shake That Breath." Yeah. And even
It is what it is. I couldn't tell you.
yeah. Was it Sully that was an ex-member of FX, right?
Mm-hmm.
The music that she released before she passed away was amazing as well. Like if you want to just check it out, I can't remember. I don't know if the song is called Goblin, but I think the themes are on like 2-3 different goblins and stuff. When you watch the video, listen to the lyrics and like just hear the song, it's beautiful. Like I think that's one of like just amazing. Really, really good. But rest in peace to Sully. And then outside of K-pop, I loved again, it was just the black females. Right. Like SZA finally came back from her long hiatus with Hit Different.
I saw a theory on SZA. Okay, so the theory was before she released Control, she put out Drew Barrymore, and then she put out Broken Clocks. A week after Broken Clocks, she released Control. So the theory is that because she's released Hit Different, and now she's released Good Days, a week after Good Days, she should release her next album. I don't know if that's really gonna happen, but fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed, because I would love to get a new album from SZA. I don't know I have to kind of look into the theory more, but it sounds really interesting. I loved Hit Different immediately, but when it went into Good Days, I said if this song was a full song, I would love it better than Hit Different. And then on Christmas Day, what do we get? Good Days. Immediately downloaded it. It's better to listen to that song with headphones on than just it playing out loud, because it just sounds like 10 times better. I love SZA's whole vibe. Like
I know you don't agree with this. However, I love Hit Different and I love Good Days. But let me talk specifically on Hit Different. I love Hit Different. However, this Coco Jones verse, you just need to drop that in, because really it's yeah, you can roll your eyes as much as you want. It is amazing.
Yep, continue.
Are you going to really turn off your camera every time you have a different opinion to me? Because I don't really do this one thing and one thing.
Yep, continue.
I think that verse is spectacular. And every time I'm listening to Hit Different now, I'm like, yeah. Like, honestly, I'm in love with that verse. Yeah. That's what I have to say. You can put your camera back on now.
My issue with that verse is the fact that we didn't need it. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I said, do you know what irritates me the most? When I'm on TikTok and that song plays as like someone's dance music for like their TikTok and stuff, and I didn't see like what it says at the bottom. So I'm here thinking, yes, and whoa, yeah, and then yeah. The way I just swipe up, please, it just kills the whole vibe for me. That's I don't want to hear it. I'm so sorry. Like, I think SZA and Ty Dolla $ign, they complement each other so well on that song. And I just hear one voice that comes in. I'm like, this is not welcome. I'm so sorry. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I love Coco Jones. My favorite song from her is not even one of her releases. It's from Let It Shine. What's it called? Good to Be Home, from that movie. that song, I don't care what anyone says, that's probably one of the best gospel songs out there, and it's not even meant to be a gospel song too tough. I think Coco Jones is amazing. I loved her episode on Terrell, but that verse, I don't want to hear it, and I think it's too hyped. I am so sorry.
It's not too hyped. It's hyped because it's good. Okay, we move on.
Yes, let's move on because I don't want to come across like negative. Like, I think she's sickening, and I think I'm so happy for the attention that she's finally getting now, because it's way overdue. How can all these Disney stars be killing it, but then Coco Jones is just like, please. I even watched recently on YouTube the what's that movie called again, with Sister Act 2, the medley that she was part of, like that whole thing. That channel, by the way, releases amazing content. You need to watch the Hercules medley. Beautiful. But yeah, she's part of the thing. Loved it. I'm not hating on her. I'm not. It's just that verse. I'm not a fan. But let's move on. And then Chloe and Halle.
I agree with this one. I haven't listened to the full album, but the songs I've listened to.
The thing is, I never really checked for Halle, Chloe and Halle like that too tough. I only would see their videos every once in a while on like my recommended, and then like I'll press it here and there. And I never. This is not to like undermine them or anything like that, because I knew they were amazing from the job. It's just that I never went out of my way to check for them. But this year, especially when Do It came out and then was really popular, I was like, okay, this is it. Because I had listened to Everywhere. So I got money everywhere. So that released obviously before Do It. So I listened to the what's that album called? Do you know the album before Ungodly Hour? I listened to some of their songs on it. So I think Everywhere is on it, and Cool People is on it as well. Really like that song, and Happy Without Me. Those are really good songs on that album. But then Ungodly, The Kids Are Alright. Yes, that's the song. I mean the album. But this Ungodly Hour, what sealed the deal for me, and I think you can agree too because we talked about this, was the VMA performance of Ungodly Hour, like the actual single. When Chloe says VMAs, I said,
that was the first time I listened to Ungodly Hour, and I was like, yeah.
Unpopular opinion, in my opinion, but I don't think it's unpopular. I think all the live versions of their songs from the album are way better.
And
all of them.
You're doing better live than you are in the studio down.
Oh, 100%. It's because, especially when you see those girls live, you see how their comfortability on stage and like how into the music they get, because they don't lip sync. What's that? I don't recognize lip sync.
I don't know. What's her? I don't know.
What's her? Exactly. But yes, what was I saying? Yes, their lives are way better in my opinion than like the studio ones. Don't get me wrong, I still listen to like the album, but I prefer watching their live concerts, especially the Tiny Desk. Oh my god, that was amazing. Favorite song? Baby Girl. I love that song so much. It's not a lot of people's favorite, but I just think the message of it is just so beautiful, where it's like, oh, we're gonna be all right, even through everything that we're going through at the moment, baby girl, we're gonna be all right. That's literally it.
Ungodly Hour for me.
Yeah, Ungodly Hour. It's Ungodly Hour. Okay, top 5. Ungodly Hour. Baby Girl's number 1.
The Ungodly Hour.
Yeah, Ungodly Hour is number 2. I Wonder What She Thinks of Me. I don't think that's the actual title. I think that's number 3 for me. I love that song so much. It's very like whimsical. Forgive Me, number 4, and then Do It, number 5. This is how we do it. Yeah, those are my top.
I couldn't give you top. I have not listened.
Don't worry, we'll listen to it together.
We'll get there. Yeah, honestly,
we'll get there.
Need one day of my life where I can just like no one talks to me. Like the only thing that's allowed up is my Spotify, and that's it. because really and truly, my new songs playlist is 1,000 songs I have not listened to and need to. Yeah, I know you're looking for me a disappointment. Me too, because it really is multiple albums that I should be listening to.
Don't worry, like we're in quarantine, so you have time whenever.
Yeah, you say this, but I actually have a lot of work to do.
Oh, true. I hear that.
It's sad.
But... and then my last, I guess, thing that stood out to me, I think, is the Afrobeats music that came out this year. Obviously there was like, this is for the Wizkid fans out there, right? I'm not going to trigger some people. I think because Davido released an album, Wizkid released an album, Burna Boy released an album, right? I think the best album to come out of Africa this year, in my opinion, was Tiwa Savage. We don't talk about Tiwa Savage enough. Don't get me wrong. I think Wizkid's album was amazing, but I think Tiwa Savage was better. I think that album was beautiful, and it had enough Western artists in there, because I feel like with Davido's album, it was just too westernized. It was not it. Like, I don't think I have any songs from that album on my playlist at the moment, except for maybe one. And there's a good 12 plus songs on that album. Probably one. And I know Nicki featured on the album. That song was, it was alright. And then Wizkid's album was great. Oh, it was great. It was great. I've given you some songs to check out whenever you have time. But Tiwa's album is not talked about enough, and I think it's only because she's a woman. That's just me.
It's a sexism for me.
One more time.
It's a sexism for me.
It's a sexism for me. But yes, that's my stuff, my little take on that.
I'm just like, I actually can't believe that we made it here.
Oh, we thank God.
Because this year has really been a whirlwind. It's actually mad what we've gone through this year as like a generation, as a human race, or just like whatever. Like, we should have known this year was bad vibes from World War III.
War III.
On January 1st.
Do you know what though? I didn't even think anything bad of it, because I was on Twitter when sorry, I'm looking to say I'm seeing something there. Sorry. Yes. I was on Twitter when this whole thing happened, and I was just there for the humor, for the jokes, for the content.
Jokes too.
But that was really our sign of this year. But we didn't take it seriously because people were like, "Oh." I have on Instagram. I have obviously you can. Ooh.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I just said dun 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 dun. That wasn't cute.
You got a lot louder.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna just give you some ASMR. Okay, cool. Is this quiet enough?
No, the volume was fine. It changed. You can talk normally, yeah. So you're saying on Instagram?
Cool. Yes. Hold on, let me just, because it's not a speaker. Yeah. Yes, I was on Twitter, and obviously, you know, when on Instagram, all these pages, they tend to take a lot of people's tweets and then they just put it onto their own Instagram pages and stuff. But the Shade Room did like and this is what's funny is that I saved it back when the whole World War III tweets were going on. So I was going through like my saved posts, and I saw the thread of like people's tweets, and I was like, wow, we were too comfortable at the beginning of this year, because the jokes that people were making about World War III, but they were in a pandemic at the moment. I'm
gonna dip out. Oh damn! Like, we really. This year's been such a mess, and I'm really glad we're here now, and we're going into 2021. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're grateful. We're definitely grateful, because we are still able to do this podcast, because by God's grace we've been, you know, kept safe through all of this. So And yeah, like honestly, kind of to wrap things up a bit, I think we want to just thank everyone that's just been waiting for us patiently during this time, because the break that we were on, it wasn't like a small break, it was quite a big break. But we promise that from 2021, our content will be a lot better and stuff.
Be more regular.
Yeah, we'll be more regular. I think we are. When we record, we're consistent. Yeah. I do think we are. It's just
even
that
this one's coming out on day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to quickly explain that?
We really need to get an episode out before the end of the year. Like that was especially for me. Like that was very big for me, because I really just wanted to reflect on this year.
Which 100%. Yeah. Oh, 100%. This is the last episode, right? For this year. Yeah. Okay, so then quickly, cool. So from next year, like I said in the beginning, we're going to be releasing our episodes from on YouTube visually. So all the episodes from this point on are all going to be visual. Some episodes, if we're lucky, we'll be able to do in the same room. I think, next month there will be an episode released, but we will be in the same room, so keep your eye out for that. But the majority will be on Zoom, obviously due to our situations at the moment. Check us out as well, because in January there'll be more information released about this. But in general, we'll be part of a panelist of Black creators. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm just going to give you that little hint. But as the date gets closer to that time, more information will be released, and we'll be sharing it on our platform as well. So yeah, keep an eye out. There are new and better things coming for We Chatting as a podcast as well. And I think even us seeing our faces, I think that helps us build like more of a connection with our audience, because you get to see who your people, your podcasters are.
And I think it's a bit better for us too, because sometimes I communicate facially.
Facially, yeah.
I don't know how to do. Like, I don't know how to say that. I really don't. But so it's been nice.
It's been it's nice doing it like this. I think it was scary at first, like jumping on here. It's like, wow, my face is really going to be on YouTube. But then the funny thing is, there's videos of me looking worse than I am now on YouTube. I just won't tell you where these videos are. Yeah, cool. So we'll get over it.
Do you have anything to like recommend, or?
Oh yes, let's do our recommendations before we wrap things up. You go first.
Are we doing Netflix?
And I'm gonna just switch my camera off quickly. I just need to.
Are we doing Netflix recommendations?
Sorry?
Are we doing Netflix recommendations?
Yes, you do your own Netflix recommendations.
Right. I have in these past couple of weeks become a K-drama addict, so I'm just gonna throw some K-dramas at you.
When did it become? Wasn't it always that to begin with?
Yes, it was always that, but now I've become more regular, and I actually might finish a drama this week, which is crazy because it takes me months to finish a drama because I need to sit down, concentrate, and read. It's not like background noise. So I'm getting my Netflix, and so I think if you're into the lovey-dovey stuff, I definitely recommend True Beauty, which is, it's still going on now. The next episode is not coming up for like a week or so. But I do recommend reading the webtoon first, because you create more of a love for the characters. Shut up, yeah? You create more of a love for the characters.
I won't expose you too tough, but yes, continue.
Yeah, because I can expose you right back. Okay, can we run with that?
I hear that. Okay, cool.
All right. But if you're not into that, the romance stuff, that's all right.
That's a bit of me. Yes, I'm not into all of that romance.
From day dot, Itaewon Class is one of the best dramas I've ever seen in my life, because it's so progressive. How can you have a main character that is black? Check your face, please.
Cool fact. And sorry, quickly. The main guy, he was in Simon's Gang Gang song. Like in the video. That song, by the way, is a banger. It's a banger. Yeah, it's gang. Sorry.
There's also, and I'll recommend one drama, Guardians. The Guardians. If you're into that crime drama sort of stuff, that's definitely for you.
Yeah, I might watch that too. I love a good.
I'm pretty sure there's like zero amount of, like, there's maybe like 10% love in that one. I mean, all dramas have that aspect of romance, but this one's really about the crime. But I know not everyone likes K-dramas. I've been told. I would, if you don't mind nudity.
A K-drama with nudity?
No, not drama.
I was gonna say. I said what?
Tiny pretty bit. Do you know what K-dramas these days are very spicy? Because usually when I used to watch them, they kiss at the last episode, and it all builds up to that, and they even holding hands. It's like. But then I was watching It's Okay Not to Be Okay, which is another great drama.
I know! It was Underwa. Yeah! I saw the video. I saw it on my... The thing is, because obviously I was watching her, quickly as well, really, really quickly. I was listening to her comeback that she had with featuring Pastor and DPR Live. Great song, by the way. Moving on. Mm-hmm. I tapped in her name, just her name, because I didn't know the name of the song. And then I saw a clip on her on like one bed with... a guy, and they were saying, "Oh my God, was it her? Was she? I don't know. I'm thinking of a different drama. Yeah, it's not. But she was. Yeah, she was in a K drama.
I know what you're talking about, because I was like, they're really going for it, and I said, like, it's not even anything.
They're going for it. I said,
but I said, yeah.
But like they're proper. I said, wow.
I've never seen this before. Please.
And it's real life. You think these people are just holding hands and lips on a cheek? No, it's what?
Even Tempted now, and Joy's in it from Red Velvet, and I'm like,
oh, what, she getting a bit down? Oh,
Tempted is one of the spicier dramas that I've watched this year, and there was a scene where they have to like stay in a hotel or something, or like whatever, and then they have to, because there's only one room left, so they have to stay in one room. So the guy was
there's always only one room left. Even fan fiction, there's only one room left. They're just there, girl.
Right? And the guy was there, he came outside and he was like, I don't want to share a room with you. He was like, why not? I won't even touch you. Blah blah blah. I'm not that much of an animal, blah blah blah. It's like I'm not gonna hurt you or anything. This is Joy, by the way. And then he was like, the thing is I really want to sleep with you. And then she replies, me too. So I was like,
wait, what kind of sleep? As in, like, you know? Oh.
Nothing happened. That's the thing. That made me really, like, nothing happened. They actually just went to sleep, please. But it is what it is. Yes. Tiny pretty things if you're okay with nudity, and because the drama is really saucy. If you like all this like murder, betrayal,
oh, that's a bit mean.
All this,
that's a bit mean.
You'd like it a lot.
Cool.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So. Oh, okay. I'm gonna recommend some animes.
Oh, wait. Sorry to...
Go ahead.
One more, Gilmore Girls. The first season is absolutely crap. However, once you get past the first season, it's great. Go on, anime.
That's the first season for you, though. You have to get the introductions first and then get into the juice later on. So I'm not even surprised. Okay, so my anime recommendations. Okay, cool. What did I watch this year, actually? I think I rewatched some stuff, so I'm not going to mention those. If you're not into Attack on Titan, start getting into it now. I know Zainab, if she's watching this, she's gonna get onto me. I know she's gonna get onto me because I've said it and I still stick by my statement. I don't see what the fuss is about with season 1. I don't. I think it's good. It's a strong season, but I don't think it's like, oh my god, well, like it's. I watched season 1 and for 3 years straight, I didn't go back. Okay. I was like, you know what, quarantine, I'm bored. Let me give Attack on Titan another chance. Watched it. Season 1, I got past that one very quickly. I think when you get older, you appreciate shows more. Because even with like Naruto, I remember watching the for early episodes and I never went back. But then like years later, I watched it again, and that's probably like my favorite anime, on par with Fullmetal Alchemist, because I love those two. Cool. So I watched season 1, got past that. It's when it gets into season 2 and season 3, I said, wow, my heart, like, this is too much. I'm a dub person. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that. I don't care. I can watch sub. If the anime there's only sub, I will watch the sub. But if dub is an option, I'm taking dub. That's how I am. So I'm not too like full dub. Yeah. I have not watched season 4 yet. So I'm just skating past the spoilers because it's all over my timeline. But once the dub comes out, I'll watch season 4. But please jump on the Attack on Titan wave, because it's actually a very good show. A very, very good show. And the plot twists are just mad. And I know Zainab will be very happy to hear that. And my second anime I'm going to recommend is and I've got 2 more. The Great Pretender. The Great Pretender. And basically, the only reason why I watched it is because I saw a clip on Crunchyroll, and one of like the lead characters is like a black anime, like a black female. And a lot of animes, unfortunately, the way they draw like black characters, it's not it. It's very much, racist. That's it. Like, it's very much like, yeah. And you can't even be low-key about it. Like, it's just very much like, but the way they drew her was just like, I love it. Like, she looks normal. Like, she looks really pretty. Like, it's just normal. So then I watched it, the whole thing, and it's a really good anime. And then my last recommendation is Jujutsu Kaisen. If you have not watched Jujutsu Kaisen, I don't know for you. Like, I really don't know for you. It's so good. I watched it in sub because I know there's no dub, and I'm like, I don't really care. Like, it's so good. Like, if you like anime, you'll really like this, because there are a lot of like references to older animes in the show as well, which I really, really love. But yes, Jujutsu Kaisen is up there, and I need to watch the last episode today as well, because it came out a few days ago. But yes, those are my anime recommendations, because I haven't got any Netflix shows or movies to recommend. Yes, that's me.
Should we do our song of the week?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to
Okay, I'll do mine. Yeah. My 2 songs of the week is I've talked about them already. So the first one is by an artist called Tiwa Savage. It's from her the recent album. It's called Save My Life. I grew to love the song after watching her Mobo performance, because I think the song came in after she performed Koroba, I think. Yeah. And then like she just changed the lyrics at the end to kind of like pay tribute to the massacre at Nigeria at Lekki gates on October the 10th. And yeah, we won't forget, because that was disgusting. I don't think, usually the way the news has been this past year, I don't think at any point I've like cried. I've more just kind of been depressed about the news this year. But what's it called?
Definitely favoritism when it comes to news, please.
Oh yeah, 100%. But and even with that whole Lekki situation, I don't think I saw it on Sky News once the whole time. So it was like, cool, we see you, right? And the British people, they know they can't show that on the news, because the reason why Nigeria is in the state it is because of the British government. That's the reason why the government is so corrupt. They get onto Nigeria about its government, but the whole reason why it's in the state it is because of Britain's influence, not just in Nigeria, but the whole of the world when it comes to like the Commonwealth and stuff. Like, anyway, that's another topic.
Yeah. It's the colonization for me.
It's the colonization for me. It's a lack of like just humanity for me, because you put them in that mess and you just let them be, because you took what you wanted from these countries and then you dipped. So like, okay, cool. So yes, I after watching the performance, I downloaded the performance. I think, that was like the only time I really cried from the news, and then even watching the performance made me quite emotional too. So yes, that's the song. The song isn't dedicated to the massacre, but she just did that at the end of the performance. But yeah, that's song number 1. And then song number 2 is Baby Girl by Chloe and Halle. Check out a video. There's a dance performance video. They didn't release it themselves. It's like these dancers got together and they did like I posted it on my Instagram story, like a contemporary piece, but from like their webcams, and then they just put it all together. And then Chloe and Halle posted it on their Instagram as well. To me, that's the music video. To me, that is the music video. But amazing performance. And yeah, those are my 2 songs of the week.
Nice. My 2 songs of the week. First, we are gonna start off with so there have been like 2 songs that have really been in my head like for the longest. So right. So of course we have I am not my head.
I am not this skin. I am not your expectations. No. Period.
Please get on to. I posted on my Snapchat story. Please, just. Grace was the first one to put Brown Skin on the playlist, and I said, okay, let me check this out. It's a vibe. It's a whole vibe.
india.Arie. To me, I think she's a vocal superstar. Like her vocal ability, I don't want to hear it.
She went off. She just went off. So that is definitely my song of the week. But my other one is who should have been my top artist. I don't know how they weren't my top artist, but they should have been. They were definitely up there in my top songs. Summer Walker. I listened to her like I've been heartbroken. I listened to her like I've been heartbroken.
Yeah. She just scares me. But besides that, she's an amazing artist.
If you take out the witchcraft, amazing.
Amazing. Yeah.
I've never been heartbroken. I just want to say that I've actually never been heartbroken.
Never. It's so true. It's never been me, but here we are crying.
I haven't had a crush in like 2 years. Not even 2. I wouldn't even say 2 years. I don't think I've had a crush since I was in like year 11, year 10 even. So I don't know where I'm just. I don't know why I'm like this. But if I'm gonna recommend a song for Summer Walker, it's just been my favorite. Session 32. It's short. Should have been longer, but it does its thing. Yeah.
Hey. All right. Cool. I don't think we're done now, isn't it? Okay. Yeah.
So if you've forgotten, my name is Aaliyah.
My name is Grace. Thank you so much for coming back to listen to us. It's been a minute, but we're back, y'all. We're back.
I'm excited for what we're gonna do next year. Yeah. So we have been We Chattin.
Woo!